How to win a chess game fast. Let's take a look at this game I played, and I'm going to show you why, if you actually are more patient, you tend to win a chess game much quicker. And what do I mean by that? Well, basically, what most chess players do is they trade a lot of pieces. If they can take a piece, they usually trade it. And what I'm going to tell you is if you actually want to win a game faster or just play chess the correct way in general, at least attacking chess, you want to build the pressure. Usually you take when you want to relieve pressure and you want to slow the game down. Now this game I'm going to show you how I continue to build the pressure and throw more pieces onto the board at or around my opponent's king, and that tends to make the game very, very slippery. What do I mean by that? If my opponent doesn't play perfect, he's going to lose a chess game, and that's what's going to happen right now. So it looks like a fairly innocuous position, like nothing's going on right here, and you'd be right. So far, nothing's going on. This is just a 1-minute bullet game, but still, it's very instructive. Okay, my opponent seems to be doing everything right. He's developing, he's castled, everything looks good. You could say that he messed up my pawn structure, but really, these pawns are fine. I call this like the Tetris formation. If you guys are familiar with Tetris, if you're as old as I am, this is like a typical Tetris-shaped piece. And it's actually very strong because you can always unravel your double pawns. And this pawn actually covers a lot of territory. This one does. So they just cover a lot of territory. It's actually very good. Plus, it gives an open lane of attack for my rook. And my bishop is now more versatile because it not only goes this way, it can come out this way or here. So for that reason, I'm fine. I develop my rook, attack that pawn. So I provoke a weakness by b6. Okay, so why is b6? Now, b6 is a good move in this position. However, it still provokes a weakness. Okay, my opponent played a good move, but probably not for the right reason. This is going to be tough to defend. This is a hole in his position. So he has to be careful because his knight's not protected and his rook's behind his knight. So you can imagine if the queen ever went away, my bishop could come here. That could be pretty annoying. So I would think that most chess players that are very experienced would play a move like rook b8 instead. That defends the pawn all the same, doesn't create any weaknesses, and he could prepare to play a6, b5, expand on the queen side. That's a much better option in my opinion. Okay, however, we have b6, and I develop my other rook to the other open file. Notice how experienced chess players like myself make chess easy. If you make chess easy, you're going to have a lot less headaches in your chess career. Okay, my opponent doesn't like his bishop here, so he moves it there. That's a great move, actually. Great's a strong word, but it's a very good move. He's just improving his bishop. Now his bishop's has more scope. It's aimed at my king, so it's definitely a solid move. And now I strike. So now knight g5 really starts the attack. Now, knight g5, what is it doing? Honestly, I really don't know. So basically, I was just trying to provoke a weakness here. And I was always planning to bring my knight back to e4 if I had to. So, and if the rook ever leaves, I have this move. So I'm putting pressure on the king side. h6 is an immediate mistake. I actually, if I want, can go knight f7. And after this, I was thinking queen h5 doesn't work. It looks good. But just bishop takes f7, king takes f7, and then the bishop's pinned. If you try to protect it, we have, again, boom, look at that. That's all from this weakening move, b6. I told you that would come to bite him in the end. So everything is connected on the chessboard. Every move you make it's connected to every part of the board is connected, right? And once you provoke a weakness or you make a weakness in your position, it never really goes away. Especially with pawns, you can't move them backwards. So this move would have come to, cost them in the end. Now I didn't steal that because it's a bullet game, so I actually just brought my knight back to e4. Okay, now what's going on here? He plays rook e8, which is another mistake, and here I went queen h5. Now again, what's the point of this? Now, I don't play like knight takes bishop and I go, oh, okay, I got the bishop pair. That's great. Look at me. I'm the best. No. I could do that, but queen h5 is a better move. I'm piling on the pressure. My queen's aimed at the king side. My bishop's aimed at the king side. My knight's ready to jump in. This rook's good. It can come into the game very quickly. This bishop can enter the game and just start taking stuff. This rook, it's a rook. It's okay. Not as good as the other pieces, but it's there. But all my other pieces are pretty much ready to go at the king side, and that's very dangerous. So I just add another piece to that attack. My opponent drops back, and this is why you do that. My opponent makes a seemingly harmless move here, just drops back, attacks my queen. However, because my bishop's aimed at the king, that's not a coincidence, right? This pawn is actually pinned and is not guarding the bishop. So if this pawn is not guarding the bishop, what did I play here? Pretty simple, right? I just took the bishop. So now I'm just up a piece, and now I have threats of here check winning the rook. I have this threat winning a pawn, threatening checkmate. My opponent plays rook e7, and this is game over. I actually played knight f6 here. Again, this is a bullet game. Okay, so my opponent can't take. If he goes here, it's checkmate. And if my opponent comes back here, I was just going to play king h7. If he takes, it's checkmate. So he would have to play something like this and give up the rook. However, much stronger than knight f6. Knight f6 is an option, but again, and that builds the pressure. But another way, again, the theme of the video, building the pressure. How do you add another piece into this attack and add it and also bring it towards the king side where it's attacking the king and threatening checkmate? Pretty simple. Bishop takes h6. Very simple move. You're just taking the pinned pawn. So this pawn is pinned, can't take because of this bishop, and this pawn is pinned, it can't take because of the queen. We're also threatening checkmate. My opponent's only move really to stop that is queen f8. And now, what do you do now? The theme of the video is keep on building the pressure, right? We're not going to take here, right? We're not going to do anything like that. We're not going to do anything like this to relieve the pressure. That wouldn't make any sense. What's another way of bringing another piece into the game, adding to the attack, attacking the king, and also taking advantage of pins? Again, you can argue the theme of this video is taking advantage of pins or how powerful pins are. But it's all about building the pressure. And a lot of times when you build the pressure, part of that is taking advantage of pin pieces, discovered attacks, etc. So here I played knight f6, check. Now you can't take the knight because it's also pinned by the queen. The king has one move, and then we're also adding a mate threat there with that knight, and now we have checkmate. I hope you guys found that video helpful. If you did, check out this one. Catch you guys next time. Go play some chess.